All right, I'll see about it.
Why, Githa, how nice to see you.
You all right, Esme?
Never felt better, dear.
Sorting out rags, are you? Going to make that quilt?
It's in here somewhere. Aha! Knew it was here.
You're going to wear it?
You don't think it'd suit me?
You usually wear black. Well, a bit more than usually. More like always.
And a very sad sight I look, too. It's about time I brightened myself up a bit, don't you think?
And it's so very pink.
And you know, I reckon I've been far too dog in the manger about this trials business, Githa. Well, I thought it is time I stepped back a bit and went along and cheered on the younger folks. I mean, I have to say I really haven't been very nice to people, have I? I've tried being nice. It didn't turn out like I expected, I'm sorry to say.
You've never been really good at nice.
Perhaps I'll get better with practice.
It's just that everyone is more used to you being firm.
I thought I might make some jam and cakes for the produce stall.
Oh, good.
I can't be an old grump all the time. I know. I'll help at the trials. Bound to be a lot that needs doing, eh?
Why, yes. I'm sure Mrs. Earwig will be happy to tell you what to do.
I shall talk to her. I'm sure there's a million things I could do to help if I set my mind to it.
And I'm sure you will. I've got a feeling you're going to make a big difference.
You are going to be along as well, aren't you, Githa?
Me? I wouldn't miss it for worlds.
She was here before it was light. She said she'd been up all night making the flags.
Tell her about the cakes.
She made cakes, but she can't cook. She's never had the knack of it. Has anyone tried one?
Ha 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 ha.
Tough, are they?
You could beat a troll to death.
But she was so sort of proud of them. And then there's the jam.
Nice colour. Anyone tasted it?
We couldn't get the spoon out.
Oh, I'm sure.
We only got it in with a hammer.
What's she planning, Mrs. Ogg? She's got a weak and vengeful nature. You're her friend.
I don't know what she's thinking, Mrs. Earwig.
I thought she was staying away.
She said she was going to take an interest and encourage the young'uns.
She is planning something. Those cakes are a plot to undermine my authority.
No, that's how she always cooks. She just hasn't got the knack. Your authority, eh?
She's nearly finished the flags. Now she's going to try to make herself useful again.
Well, I suppose we could ask her to do the lucky dip.
You mean where kids fish around in a big tub full of bran to see what they can pull out?
Yes,
You're going to let Granny Weatherwax do that?
yes.
Only she's got a funny sense of humour, if you know what I mean.
Good morning to you all.
We was wondering if you could supervise the bran tub, Miss Weatherwax.
Happy to, Mrs. Earwig. I can't wait to see the expressions on their little faces as they pull out the goodies.
Why are you doing this?
I really don't know what you mean, Githa.
I seen you face down terrible creatures, Esme. I once seen you catch a unicorn, for goodness sake. What are you planning?
I still don't know what you mean, Githa.
Are you angry because they won't let you enter, and now you're planning horrible revenge?
Are you going to enter the trials, Githa?
You never answered my question.
What question was that?
Yes, I am going to have a go as it happens.
I certainly hope you win then. I'd cheer you on, only that wouldn't be fair to the others. I shall merge into the background and be as quiet as a little mouse.
Right. Only you can tell me, right? I wouldn't like to miss it when it happens. So if you could just give me a little signal when you're going to do it, eh?
What's it you're referring to, Githa?
Esme Weatherwax, sometimes I could really give you a bloody good slap.
Oh, dear.
Nanny Ogg didn't often swear, or at least use words beyond the boundaries of what Lancastrians thought of as colourful language. She looked as if she habitually used bad words, and had just thought up a good one. But most witches are quite careful about what they say. You can never be sure what the words are going to do when they're out of earshot. But now she swore under her breath and caused small brief fires to start in the dry grass. This put her in just about the right frame of mind for the cursing. It was said that once upon a time this had been done on a living, breathing subject, at least at the start of the event. But that wasn't right for a family day out. And for several hundred years, the curses had been directed at unlucky Charlie, who was, however you looked at him, nothing more than a scarecrow. And since curses are generally directed at the mind of the cursed, this presented a major problem, because even "may your straw go mouldy and your carrot fall off" didn't make much impression on a pumpkin. But points were given for general style and inventiveness. There wasn't much pressure for those in any case. Everyone knew what event counted, and it wasn't unlucky Charlie. One year Granny Weatherwax had made the pumpkin explode. No one had ever worked out how she'd done it. Someone would walk away at the end of today, and everyone would know they were the winner, whatever the point said. You could win the Witch with the Pointiest Hat prize, and the Broomstick dressage, but that was just for the audience. What counted was the trick you'd been working on all summer. Hello, Mr. Ogg.
What's lucky about him?
Well, I get $2 each for 'em.
And that makes them lucky?
Lucky for me. I expect you'll be wanting one too, Mrs. Ogg. I'd have fetched along another box if I'd known they'd be so popular. Some of the ladies bought two.
Witches have been buying lucky horseshoes?
Like there's no tomorrow. There will be, won't there?
I'm very nearly certain of it.
Suddenly been doing a roaring trade in protective herbs, too. Can I interest you, Mrs. Ogg?